Hello, B, Blur, Red Haruhito, anyone else floating around out there. Hope y'all are doing good today. Had a bit of a break from the stream because it was Midas's birthday weekend, but we're back. We're back and ready to roll. I guess he did. He has also been very sleepy lately for some reason, so there's that. But yes, we're still looking for what is our final fella. Yeah, he's asleep right now, in fact. But, you know, that's how it is. Thanks, Blur. I'll make sure to pass it on to him. So let's see. Is there anything else I should do blue magic-wise before I leave this land? I feel like probably not. I don't think I can get, like, the good stuff. Hey, Hunter, how's it going? Oh, you know what I should get, though? Who has the Death Sickle? I should get one of those. Let's see, Harvesters have it? And where are Harvesters? This doesn't help me, it just tells me what they are. Crescent Island Harvesters. Okay. Yeah, so it's here somewhere. Could definitely grab one of those. Yeah, is it, are the audio okay? Because that is a question, actually. How's the audio doing? Is it too loud? Am I clipping or anything? Everything seems good? Alright. Yep, the chat is different. I figured out the fancy thing that people have been using lately. I figured out where to find that. So now I'm using it. Yeah, I made sure to put those in because it was customizable. So basically it was a YouTube video. Sorry. It was a YouTube video that linked to a thingy someone had made for stream elements. So I have it, I definitely can send it your way, Blur, if you need. So I have it around. Yeah, I'm testing it out, seeing how I like it. I might have it stick around for longer, I'm not sure. Like, it's for, at the moment, it sticks around for 10 seconds, which might be not long enough, I don't know. I have a lot of empty space up there now that I don't have the chat up there, so that's one thing. I'll have to look into what I want to do with that. Let me make sure because I can make this bigger. We can... Hold on. We can do this. There. It'll be a little bit bigger and wider and easier to see, maybe. Time for funny images. I don't have any, like, funny faces from this game, though. I have funny faces from other Final Fantasies, but this one doesn't have funny faces. Bigger. Man, stop doing these gusts. Get me that earthquake. We all love earthquakes. Okay, definitely, there we go. Definitely getting Death Cycle would probably be a pretty good idea overall. Too bad I have no way to get White Wind, though. There we go. Maybe Spying on the Beach would be better, because Tsunami's, like, guaranteed, practically. Yeah, I do have Vampire, and I can self-suck. So I guess there is that. As seen here, we can self-suck. Oh no. Yeah, phone Twitch. Phone Twitch just never behaves, honestly. The Daily Storm. The Daily Storm has been floating around outside for like the last 2 hours, just waiting to show up. It hasn't shown up, it's just been rumbling and threatening to exist. Looks like I have the settings good enough that I don't, you don't hear me drinking mostly unless I swallow really hard. That's good at least. You know what's funny is even with a preemptive strike, you would think that the Berserker would just go right away, but they don't. Their hidden bar leaves questions to be answered. Oh, we silenced the Dub Lizard. Good job. You won't be saying anything to us anytime soon. I seem to get fewer, like, dark sparks on the beach. Or Black Flames, rather. They use Darkspark. Thus, that is their name going forward. They don't use it very well, but they do use it. Alright, come on. This isn't that rare of a drop. Let's go. But yeah, what do y'all think I should be putting up there in the top left since I've got all that space? I mean, I guess if enough people were chatting, it would take up the top left more, but as it is right now, there's a lot of empty space up there. You think it's fine? It looks fine? Okay. The stars. You know what I could do? I could put historical fellows up there that aren't in use. Like my, you know, like my monk and my thief and knight and stuff like that. Hey, Bridget. Like, I could put all the historical fellas up there. We are trying to get ourselves a death sickle. And it is not going well. I was seeing a Serene Dragon, Vicus's wife, I think, on Twitter. She was posting a run she's doing where she gave herself Geomancer from the very start, so like level 2, like right away had Geomancers, and it just destroys everything. Like, just absolutely just murders every single enemy in World 1, basically. Which isn't a surprise, but still. Like, every boss just immediately it destroyed. Yeah. Let's see, where do I have all of my fellows living? Are they still in the jobs folder? No, they're not. Okay, so I've hidden them away. Okay, probably... Yeah. I still have all the TFs, but I don't have the actual jobs anymore. I'll have to take care of that. Well, I mean, I removed them because I didn't need them anymore. Not a big deal. Like, they still exist on my hard drive. It's not like I deleted the files. Yeah, it's guaranteed to be physical. I hope I get Death Sickle someday. That's what I hope. I hope I hope it's not Dancer. Honestly, I hope it's not Dancer. Even if it's my only chance, I don't want anything to do with Dancers again. I don't know what Beastmaster counts as. Dancer is terrible. Yes, speed shake. I don't have anything to shake with my speed. Yeah, Dancer's great for everyone who isn't me. Exactly. Damn. Right in the snoot. Yeah, I have a luck stat of like -1, so... Never a good time for me when I have to depend on luck. Well, Galuf is dead. I guess off we go to sleep. Where are they? Oh, we're just throwing them all in here real quick. Was that everyone? Yeah, because I have Berserkers to reuse. Yeah, we're just gonna throw them all in here and stick them in the corners. After I shrink them all down. Become tiny. Become so small. So many Rejax, so little time. It's true, hold on. I'm very particular about sizes, so... Now where the heck did you go? Get out there. Nope, that's not what I wanted. We're looking at... the 68 on the height. Go. Okay. Hello. Hey, brother leader. How's it going? I'm sticking all my funny fellows up in the corner. All my historical funny fellows. There's our historical group. Stick them in a folder together so we can get them bouncing in sync. Let's see, add group. There we go. Now they should be bouncing together. They're not bouncing in sync with the other group though. Let's see if we can fix that. No, they're not quite together. Can I can't put a... okay. Hey, Dimension.
Happy ebony August.
Thank you for the 36 months. 3 years. 3 years of Dimension. Thank you very much. I've got the fellas up there. It's good enough. Historical jobs. They're not bouncing quite in sync, but they'll bounce in sync eventually. I don't know. It'll happen. If I switched off the page and switched back on, they would bounce in sync. I'm not too worried about it, though. Yes, thank you for... I love how that animation happens for the silencing and then it dies anyway, like... It could have just not done that. I guess eventually I'll have to make a sprite for every job, just preemptively, and just have them all up there when they're not in use. Ah, you get to hear my chair creaking though. Maybe not actually. I don't know. I think it was just because I was like in the middle of making other noises too. Oh yeah, let's see if this got fit. Hey, it's working. I don't know why, but it's working. I don't know why it wasn't working before, but it's working now. The mysteries. Who knows? OBS does funky things. I don't know. I don't understand it. Oh boy. We're sure these guys have them, right? Like, I know I looked it up and it said Harvesters had them, but, oh boy. Like, 1 out of 16 is not that rare. Especially when I'm fighting 2 of them per fight. Like, I should be hitting them pretty often. Well, yeah, it's, you know, whenever luck is involved and I'm involved, this is how it goes. That's why we only saw Sword Dance like twice in the entire run I had dancers for. Aha! There it is, and a speed shake. Alright. Death Sickle time. Let's go sleep again. Yeah, it's true. Though who knows with the Pixel Remaster, if that was like normal or not. I need more of those. Let's see. How many... Sort? Okay, I've got some stuff I need to get rid of. Where are my rods? I've got 15 frost rods, 15 flame rods, 6 thunder rods. That could be fine. Are we excited to find out what my last job is and for Galuf to leave us? I don't know why I couldn't say that. Leave us. After we fight the Archaeohavens. Is there a... No. I seem to remember the Gaia in here was always real good. Yeah, Wind Slash, baby. Let's keep doing that. Yeah. Twin slash the good stuff. Golden armor. Congratulations, Galif, you are now tankier. Remember, right, go here, no, go up the middle one, then go left. Yeah, it's too bad I have no way to... Oh no! My hubris. It's fine. Deathsickle is here to save us all. Yeah, I feel like blue magic is not going to actually be a very major thing in this run. Like, I'm pretty much going to be pretending that I don't have blue mages, I feel like. Like, I'll have access to a few elemental spells I wouldn't normally have had access to, like Aroga, but otherwise it's just going to be business as usual. Yeah, I've got math stuff, but, like, I don't do math stuff. No, don't... Bleh. Time for Gunch. Time for Gunch. Everyone loves Gunch. It's free. I'll be able to use Gunch for... Use that on me. See, that should have been good enough. I saw him do it. This was 14. I saw him do it. Should be good enough. Oh, finally, Galif hits. Now, hold on here. I have geomancers. Why can I not see the holes that I know are here in the floor? I know there are holes in the floor here. They don't have to learn that. They know how to do that, like, forever. Oh, he'll make me jump back. Okay. I thought it showed me the holes, too, for some reason. Yeah, I have auto sprint on, so I'll probably fallen anyway, but you know. Full damage from the back row with Gunch. Can't beat it. Okay, that hole's there. Or is that hole always there? Who knows? I don't know nothing. Loving these back attacks. Oh wait, you know who's not up there? There's someone missing up there. Hold on, where's my thief? So I had a thief, too, once. The heck is it, Fiesta? How did I miss the thief? Where is the thief? Oh. He is in the wrong folder. That is why I lost track of him. There we go. Let's get him in there too. Yeah, flamethrower is good. Uh, 68. That's a good spot. Like, he's in the right spot already. He just needs to get down there. I think that's all the historical jobs I've had. Yeah, I actually don't have self-destruct. I should get that. I know where I can get it, I killed the fellas too fast with my extremely powerful geomancers. So they never got to pop at me. Every time I've had Geomancer in my party, they've been the primary damage group for me, without fail. Okay, I missed a door again. I always miss that one stairway that goes down to the one spot. I'll have to go back and find it now. Okay, where are you? Stairway. Where's that stairway actually? What the hell? Testicles failed me. Light step. Geomancer mastered. Amazing. So fast to master Geomancer. I would switch Gallop to be Geomancer, but I can't be bothered right now. He's not going to be around long enough for that. Where's the... I guess it's up here? It must be up here. Yeah, I'm not fighting the, that toad. That toad's a bad time. This is also a bad time. Well, that's a particularly bad time because it, a thing can, like, destroy you immediately. I need to go to this door. I think tent will fix my status ailments. I hope. If it doesn't, I'll be sad. Did it? Yes. Okay. Guess I'll swap these fellas with Geomancer for fun. That seems correct, I think. Yeah, I think everyone's already, like, level 3 blue magic anyway, though, since it was my first job, but, you know. Everyone can use blue. Hydra. Imagine if I had a wind knife or whatever they're called. That'd be pretty good. Here especially. That's not where I wanted to go. I've been there. That place stinks. Okay, time for this fella. Father! Clapper Claw. But enough talk. Gross. Don't breathe on me. That's rude. Yeah. Yeah. Is it the final form that's weak to physical attacks when it revives? I've never had, like, any kind of, like, reference or cheat sheet or anything for this. Like, people will talk about, like, the Fiesta guide, and I've never been able to find it. Like, I've googled it and stuff, and I don't know what anyone's talking about. Anyway, he's back. Well, I don't think he ever went through the other phases. He didn't do anything! Anyway, time for Gunch. Well, time for Vampire, and then it's time for Gunch. Oh no, my bazooka. I'll just try level 5 death just to see if it works. It's that one. It's the final one. Well, anyway. Are we ready to find out what the Earth job is? After, Cryo crashes in and electrocutes people. His final job. The finally final job. Can't believe no one's orbed me, so I can't wobble while it's shaking. How dare y'all? There we go. What? Gals threw away his question mark. Oh no, it exploded. I think I should probably separate that into two separate sounds and randomize which one it uses, because, like, I finish inflating after the first sound finishes. That'll take work. That'll take, like, a few seconds of work that I'm not going to do right now, though. I'll do that after the stream. Hey, Scruffo. I mean, all I'd have to do is just split the file into two different files, but, you know, like I said, that would take 10 seconds. Putting my fellas on the screen, that's worth doing. Messing with audio files, nah. That's the noise that makes you happy. Everything's shaking again. Gotta save the crystal. You did a lot of vacuuming today. Do you have like a big place? Well, it's not even an audiophile thing, I just want the timing to be good. Like, the timing of the sound would... Like, I only need one of the two sounds for the timing. That's all. Oh, I get it. Okay. You have to remember that I have absolutely no memory of whatever I've said after I finish saying it. Hey Juker, how's it going? Like, as soon as it leaves my mouth, it's gone from my memory when I'm streaming. I have no idea what I've said. That's why sometimes I greet people multiple times. Alright. So, what do y'all think the next job is? We'll find out after we finish escaping the ruins that are exploding. No, I don't remember that, Juker. So yeah, everyone take a guess. What do you think job number 4 is? I don't know if freelancer. I don't know if it can be freelancer in Team 375 because that doesn't count as a true chaos, unfortunately. It'll never have a chemist. What? The shaking's done. It's fine. Alright, now that we have escaped, what could it be? Let us find out. It is samurai. I put almost as much work into the samurai sword as I put into the blue mage. Like I'll actually bring up the big one again just so you can see for longer. Dude, Geo is carrying this team as it always does. But yeah, it's got like little jewels inlaid into the hilt there and all sorts of other junk going on. It's no blue mage though. That blue mage I put a crap ton of work into. That blue mage's got like the fanciest scepter of all time. But yeah, there's my team. Yeah, I used the cane I have in 14 as the cane. Without the glowing part. Yeah, I've had bad luck this year with getting like I haven't had a single team that can take on Omega this year. I feel like I should probably still be able to do Shinryu somehow, though. I feel like there's always an answer to Shinryu. Huh, really? Even if I throw money at Shinryu? Just throw all my money at Shinryu as fast as I can? Because Samurai can throw money, right? How much health does Shinryu doesn't have a whole lot of health. Well, I mean, I can still use rods. So I'd at least make him take 4 turns to kill me. Alright, Galf took all my good shit again. He does that every time. God. Gonna have to give that guy a stern talking to. Alright, we need to get self-destruct. Actually, let's give you learning. And also give you learning. And yeah, we should be able to get that up here. Like, I think there are bombs up here. Yeah, here they are. Hi. Let us, gunch. Oh, god damn it. That's what happened last time, too. I should know better than to let Gaia happen. I should just know better. There we go, this is more reasonable. It's not 4 bombs, at least. Well, I didn't want 4 bombs on the field. It's mainly what the thing was. I wanted to get rid of a few of them, but I didn't mean to kill them all. Okay. Do they self... Oh, there it goes. Oop, shit. That was me punching the mic, because I'm not used to how it's positioning anymore. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. You know what, he'll probably be better off attacking usually, so I'll give him blue. Oh no. It's giving you a tough time. Go back to Karnak real quick. Is there anywhere else I should go in the meantime? I didn't go up to the Ramu town, which is up here. Let's see if they have anything I care about. I don't think they do. That's right, they got this shit, which I can almost afford one of them. Imagine if they had Hermes sandals in World 1. Wouldn't that be great? Nothing here for me. Like, I would grind up for Hermes sandals in World 1. I would not say no to the Hermes sandals. Ah, Leaf Swirl. 8 damage, hell yeah. I want a few more rods. I think I want some more lightning rods, because I only have, like, a couple. At least I have a strong melee person now. Stronger than Berserker. What do you think, chat? Would branch spears work on me? Would they defeat me? Or would they bounce right off? Ten of them should be good. 10 of those. I also think they would just bounce right off. See, are they all... Do I have to find out that they're here, or can I just walk here? Or do I have to go back to the catapult and find out that they're here first? Nope, they're already here. Okay. Wait. Hello. It's dangerous. A jumping Christmas. Can we travel? That's no good, Bridget. Can I what? Oh, I mean, yeah, that's what we're doing now. Is there any, before I leave, is there anything else I should be doing here? Like, I feel like this spot had something. Like, do these Bandersnatches have something I care about? I feel like they were important for something. But I don't remember. The dragon's still just sitting here, hanging out. Alright, oh yeah, I'm gonna use a couple rods here. Well, soon, when we have a million bombs. Bombs. That's what the bomb says. Where are you? Frost Rod. I already grabbed self-destruct. You might have been buffering when I was doing that. Yeah, I don't think either of these fellas can use, Wait, why does the Woots have no health? What happened? Oh, right, he took the self-destruct. Minichi. I actually hurt my fingers when I punched the mic by accident. So like punched the I punched the grill of it. Yeah, so get a load of this awesome menu where you can see all the spells you have for literally everything. Like, wouldn't that have been nice to have in the Pixel Remaster? Yeah. Whatever, it'll be a boat, I guess. I wanted to come here and sleep. Yeah, I really wish there was a way to see your blue magic in 10.2. That would have been really good. Oops. Okay. We have escaped from that town. What is Minucci? Isn't that the skill that, like, stun enemies by smacking them with a blade's dual side? Like, what, does that just reset their ATB? Like, Who cares? Gadzooks. Quack quack. A den of one monster. So many one monster. You got better spells than that, come on. No, you got better spells than that, I know you do. Stop fooling around. You've got the thing that lets you collapse the ceiling on top. Even Wind Slash is better, but you've got, like, collapse ceiling on his head ability. It's good. You should use it. Ignis Fatuus is fine, except this idiot can't be confused. If only I could use that spell in the overworld, like anywhere. And then I could confuse enemies and make them give me spells. It would have been nice if that was usable in the Ronkin Ruins. That would have let me get White Wind. Okay, where am I? Go heal here. I can land. Can I land? Let me land. Yeah, it does. And, like, even turning off sprinting doesn't fix that. It just moves too fast. Do you like the stupid-ass, headline title I use? Or whatever, the, like, stupid-ass, like, big reveal! And the big reveal was Samurai, oh boy. You know, I never thought about it, but the first chocobo you get that can fly in Heaven's Word is the black chocobo. I never really thought about it before. Back when your normal chocobo couldn't fly and you had to actually, like, do a quest line to make that happen. Aqua Breath. That's just rude. I mean, I thought that was a really neat quest line. That's cool. Yeah, you keep using that. That's the good stuff. What was annoying about it? Okay, I guess I'm just using Vampire on all of my turns. Well, I mean, a lot of the mounts could fly. Like, yeah, all the mounts couldn't. Not like 100% of the mounts could fly back then, but like... It was just like, I don't know, it was just like... It was a cool quest line. They could have just, I don't know, they could have done something to keep that around. I remember most mounts being able to fly by, like, the time Stormblood was a good way through. They had, like, a handful that couldn't fly, but most of them could, and then that, I think when Shadowbringers came out, just all of them could. And they got rid of the whole, like, flying mount roulette versus non-flying mount roulette and stuff. Some of my characters still have the flying mount roulette, and that's not actually a button you can get anymore. Quack quack. The special button. Alright, time to leave World 1. Where is it? Down here somewhere? Ish? Yeah? There it is. It's right in front of me. Everyone jump into the green swirl. And spin around. Go in circles like my belly. Yeah, I'm pretty picky about that too, so at this point I just have, I'm very picky about what's on my favorites list, basically. If they don't look good flying, then they're out of my favorites list. Because, like, unless I'm in Idleshire, I can pretty much fly while mounted anyway, so... Like, anywhere. Paris's hair is so fluffy when she's lying down. Alright, we're here. Time to farm up some tents. I said... Time to farm up some tents. There we go. Well, that was sure a skill. I was hoping just for Bog, but... We can do whatever that is, I guess. I've never seen that one before. I always just see the one where you, like, suck them into the bog. I guess that's interesting. Oh, you have a carbuncle mount? Did you, like, buy the plush or whatever, or did you just buy it individually on the Mog station? Oh, nice. At least this one doesn't make you, like, deal with a yes-no prompt when they're like, we should put up a tent. There's that earthquake. Twister reduces their HP to 1. Earthquake destroys them. Like this. What? It's an earthquake, B. This is such a pretty sandy beach. Definitely not what I would expect from the way the world looks. You know, it's interesting how, like, Galif's world is extremely swampy and stuff. And then that just never comes up again once, like, the worlds merge. Like, swamps are just gone. Which, sucks for all that wildlife that live in the swamps, I guess. I did not have very many tents this time. I usually have more, I feel like. And all the deserts have are chimeras. And worms. Oh, worms. I wonder why these enemies only give a boop and they don't give any money or XP. Like, why would they just not want you to power level while Gallof was gone, even though you can definitely do that? See, as usual, I'll be satisfied at 21 tents. Yeah, I guess so, but... You can still power level here. You can power level your jobs. And what else is there to power level, really? I can find pits. But no. I want to take the tents. I've never seen that menu before, because I've never accidentally hit exit before. We're almost there. We almost have tents. Tents for days. Wind slash. That can happen here? Okay. Hush. I want to do no such thing. Weird how if one of them uses Twister, they both use Twister. Like, they can't help it. But, item. Yeah, I don't know why you would want to. Oh, right, we get this cutscene where she's like, I'm going to cut out the tongue. Oh, wait, no, we're not. That's later, I guess. Goodbye. I like how blocking is just him putting up his hands, just like, oh, no, nope. Damn, this abductor can't hit for shit. And you know they could have. They have Gaia. Alright, well anyway, I'm just never going to open that chest. Goodbye. Goodbye. This impenetrable forest, oh no. I can't escape. It's gassy in here, ah. Like how he does like the Zelda spin death. What be? I was knocked out by gas. Nothing I can do about it. Time to project ourselves into the sky. A bird? No, wait. It's our reflection. Amazing. Amazing! That right there is why you're the best. The orb in the sky. It's like that Link to the Past stream I did all over again. And Greg is here. Convenient that there's just a stairway up here that you never see again. A stairway that's just a hole. Time to leave Galuf as a berserker and see how this goes. This couldn't possibly go poorly. He can beat Greg as a berserker. Can I even run from battles if he's the only character and he's a berserker? Yeah, I can, okay. I probably couldn't on the Pixel Remaster, though. Because the Pixel Remaster requires you to be on your turn to run away. Like your unused turn. Hi, Greg. Alright, time to sit back and relax and watch Galuf get his ass kicked as he misses every attack, probably. Rah! Oh, okay. Well, damn, Greg's dead forever. Okay, team is fine still, so we will move on. Void is... Hold on, where's where is that thing? There. Oh, you know what? I'm probably going to modify that sprite to have the spider wearing the hat and sitting on the belly instead. Now, like, just as a funny. Hazel. Can't let them see us. Exclamation point wobble. Are y'all ready for the Content Claim music? God, Poison is such a weird, like, I've never seen that. It's so weird looking. Oh no, your points are dead. Damn, I can't believe you have no points. Big bridge time! Yeah! Gotta dance to the music. Well, I'm dancing to the music. Yeah, I know, Zool. Do I have Magic Hammer? I do have Magic Hammer. Cast Puffs instead. How many Magic Hammers do I need to do to make him unable to do stuff? Haha, guess who it was waiting behind the door? It was me, all along. Loop. Good job, Galuf. But no one's hit each other yet, except for these Magic Hammers. Oh, am I not allowed to do it anymore? Is he... I guess he's out? No, he was just missing. Yeah, now he's out. He's got Wind Slash. That's not cash money at all. Where did I get that phrase from? Is that from Joel? I don't really watch him much, but maybe if he says it a lot. I don't know. He does? Okay. Oh, did he say it? Did Wobbly say it too? I had Wobbly stream you most of the time because I was in a meeting. I guess a lot of people say it. I mean, I've said it for a long time too. I thought he couldn't. I thought you said he couldn't cast all these spells. He definitely cast all those spells. And now Ferris is dead because he really hated Ferris for some reason. Is 13 enough to cast 800 spells? I assumed he needed to have like 50 HP, 50 MP or something. Like, all those spells cost like, you know, 20 MP when you cast them, so I assumed that that was more than low enough. I mean, if it constantly halves his MP, then it's technically impossible to get rid of his MP. Because he's always going to have some amount. We're going to wipe on Greg again. Yep, there it goes. Like that... When you have a shitty team, that's actually a really hard fight, it turns out. Okay, so how much MP does he not need to have, Bridget? Since apparently 13 MP is enough for him to cast 10 spells. Because I 100% expected that to fully render him unable to do anything. Why did Ferris go first? That's not how much MP they are when I cast them. When I cast those spells, they cost way more than that. All those spells oh, I guess they're more expensive on Pixor Master then, because on Pixor Master, I think Protect was like 13 MP? When I had the gold hairpin on? Because, yeah, those spells were expensive as fuck when I was on the Pixor Master. The flying cat things? Yeah, they're just cats with wings taped on for some reason. Unless you're talking about something else. Oh, no, those were... No, those were just, Sahagin. Yeah, they probably just fucked with the numbers in Pixor Master, and that was the last time I had a white mage was Pixor Master. Okay. Gunch. Get out of here with your gunch. Only I'm allowed to gunch. Wow. Assuming Gallop doesn't, like, hurt him too much before we get there. Man, his gunches do a lot of damage. Okay, that's gotta be good enough. You said 3, 3, and 3 or something? 3, 5, and 3? My fellows need to desperately heal anyway. Okay. Not enough MP, haha. Gust is such a wimpy attack. Oh, okay, Gallif. You wanna stop dying, Gallif? There we go. That's the good stuff. Haste. Not enough MP. Fighting all 4 of you. Protect. Not enough MP. It's just too tough for me. Shell. Not enough MP. Of course, he's still gonna jump on people and do a shit ton of damage. Oh, use blue. Goodness gracious. Yeah, taking haste away is good. The last couple of rounds, I've had a lot of trouble with Greg, and I'm not sure why, because he's always been a pushover in the past. Stop using Gust. Marrow. Horny cat noise a fish makes what? Is that a horny cat noise? I'm flashing. We're getting squished against the wall by the giant orb, and off we go, getting bounced away. He needs more wobbles, okay. There we go. You can see it all big and large and in charge over there on the left. Doesn't look like it goes quite as big if you have two emotes. But still works out pretty well. Let's see, so what skill? Geomancer has slightly more magic stat than Blue Mage, if I remember right, by 1 point. I think it's 24 versus 23. Let me confirm that. Yeah, so Geomancer is 1 more point. What skill of theirs gives it away? Doesn't say which skill of theirs gives... But I assume it's Gaia. I assume Gaia is what gives the magic stat. I can check that, I guess. It's not Gaia? What is it then? I can check that on my Samurai. It doesn't say. So Samurai is 49 magic right now with blue magic on. If I put Gaia on... He has 13 magic, so it is not Gaia. So what does that mean it is then? Does that mean it's... No, you take off that golden armor. You don't get to have that. You're poopy. I mean, it must be light step or flying pits, I guess. Let's find out. So we're at 49 magic. So light step. Still at 49 magic. Flying pits. Nope. Okay, I guess you can't get the magic stat off of Geomancer. Yeah, it just... You just don't... Yeah, you just can't get the, You just can't get it off of Geomancer. That's interesting. Oops. Wait, didn't you have... Huh. Yeah, that's so surprising. Oh shit, I just like completely neutered his MP. Oh well. By doing that. Cause yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just... So I need to get Galif blue magic then, that means. Let's make him a blue mage. I want to be able to use that that one thing again. Oh yeah, Berserk. You get to be a blue mage. I'll make Ferris the Berserker, I guess, for now. Because I was being funny and decided to give you your pumps back. As a joke. That's wild to me that Geomancer isn't the answer to that, though. Yeah, you can't redeem it again, but you have it. I'm out of tea. It is a little bit harder to sneak past the mic now that it's a different mic and it's large and in charge, like I am. Yeah, I have a new mic. I guess it's not super obvious. The old one was a white orb, the old mic. But it was also like over 10 years old and was not having a good time. Alright, I actually have money this time when I come in here, which has like never happened before. Big blade. All I get? Okay. I don't really care about that. Orichalcum Dirk. Let's see. I think there's a way over to her, if I remember right. Like, girl sitting there. Yeah, here we go. Hi. Now, where'd my ribbon go? Who knows? Wizard's hat. Yeah, all my money spent. New junk. Okay. Yeah, is it better, different, I hope? Well, that's good. Well, if I sleep here, we're going to get forced into a cutscene. It's always the dangerous part of sleeping here in this town. I could just not. Yeah, I can sell some junk. Let's see, I don't need power drink. Iron drafts. I don't need speed shakes. Live tonics. Turtle shells. Dark matter. Don't need no flame bow. Crossbow. The healing staff is not usable, so goodbye. Probably sell those mithril things. Yeah, I'm not often able to use the healing stuff. I'm always surprised by it too. Like, I thought Blue Mage would be able to use it, but no. It's true. Rods are, I guess, slightly differently shaped, so they require different skills to grip. It's a skill that they do not possess. Where'd Golf go? The one thing I think I've said before, the one thing Pixar Master had going for it was the blood sword glitch with the gill turtle to just get a ton of money for free. That was like the only thing it had going on for it. Yeah, I got so mad at the Pixar Master. I've never like I don't like 10-2 and the Pixar Master both made me really mad. I think they're like the only games that have really made me mad. Yeah. I wish I really wish I could have liked 10-2 better. Because I feel like it would have been really fun if it weren't for what it was. Also, that skull being just like extremely blurry in the Pixar Master. So good. I mean, it wasn't even the mini games. Like the mini games were terrible, but that wasn't the only problem. Like not by a long shot. Skull and NSFW, yes. No one's allowed to see the skull. Dangerous. No one's allowed to see the gummy liquid either. God, Galuf not even having Gaia is just really sad. Well, that's the thing though, it's like even if they ripped it from here, they could have done it good. I mean, I literally ripped Bart's sprite and then recolored it to make the like freelancer sprites I use before I have a job. Like that's all those are. And it looks fine, like, bigger. Like, I was able to do it. Pixel art, the thing about pixel art is it's really easy to upscale it. Like, extraordinarily easy to upscale. That's kind of its thing. Oh, hell yeah. Free win. The one time I won the tornado. Time for Moogle shenanigans. And down the pit it goes. There's so many pits in this world too, like in forests. Like there's the one in the Black Chocobo's forest that leads down to the catapult. There's this random hole in the ground that goes into some underground river for some reason. And it's not the skill you need to be using. That doesn't do jack shit either. I think Whirlpool like lowers them to critical HP if I remember right. Nope, it doesn't. I don't know what it does then. It doesn't do jack. What do I want you to do? I guess you can Aqua Breath. Like, this is a cave, and I know caves have extremely powerful spells that aren't Ignis Fatuus, but yet, here we are. I don't know what Whirlpool does. I wish I did. One bell is gone. Alright, I should be gun chain if I'm attacking from the back row like that. I think this is the like hardest time I've had with these crabs ever. There's the Stalactite. I've been waiting for you to use that. I knew you had it in you. And now I'll never see it again. I wonder if they're weak to level 5 death. You think Blue Mage is going to pop off? I'd have to, like, get a good spell first. I guess, when's the earliest I can get a Roga? Hey, it's Oozeworm! Hopefully Elden Ring went well. I mean, you died many times. It's true, you died many times. I watched you die so many times. Before I left. It was time to go. Nah, it's just Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my stream days, so I had to go. I shall posture check. I was a little bit crunched down. A little bit crunchy. But now I'm not. Wow, I can't believe it missed its vampire. That was extremely dangerous. It's casually sitting like a potato, exactly. I mean, I'm already stretchy. I don't think I need a bear to help me with that. This cave does not have very good Gaia spells, I've got to say. It's lacking in that department. This cave doesn't have earthquake. If it had earthquake, it would be amazing. Instead, it has nothing. Guys, it's a terrible spell. Anyway, for everyone who's new here, you can suck yourself. And you get fully healed when you do. You've never seen that before, it's great. Are you new here? Go suck yourself for full HP. It's great. There's nothing going wrong with it. Satisfaction guaranteed. If satisfaction doesn't happen, well, I keep your money anyway. It's too bad. This Moogle Eater is, there he goes. It's taking a while to get away from me. I always forget how long this cave is. Just flop through the water for like an hour. And the encounters are like guaranteed, I'm pretty sure. Oh, you can run from them, though. I guess if I wanted to. For being a single target skill, Whirlpool sure looks like it attacks a lot of fellas. Like, it looks like it's a whole group-wide thing. I'm not fighting the slimes. These slimes are very dangerous. Is this the correct way? No. That's right. I need to go to the right. Time to enter the bone zone. Hopefully, Gallus Death Sickle doesn't bite me in the ass. Should be able to just use a Phoenix down on it. Goodbye. Time to watch this Moogle walk all around the world from inside the cave, because we have the most amazing vision ever. I like to how the desert does not. That's the other thing with Pixel Master is the desert doesn't ever have encounters for some reason. Like you can just wander through the desert. You don't have to go all the way around. It doesn't care. That's the only other thing with it. It has two extremely limited good things and then a bunch of shit. So how far did you get to his room? Did you kill any bosses? Did you kill anything with a health bar? Which we've determined is every enemy, so every enemy is a boss. One boss per stream, that's pretty good. There's like a lot of bosses in that, so it'll only take you about a year to get through that game, it sounds like. 2 Iron Giants, nice. I don't know what those are, but they sound intimidating. Dancing Dagger time, which we will gunch. I would put on the Moogle fursuit. I can gunch the Dancing Dagger so it doesn't do stupid shit. That sounds amazing. Did you find any new weapons? Or are you still kind of just using the same things? I try to... Okay, it doesn't let me try to leave. Let's see what... Alright, I just talked to this guy. Same sword. Same hat. I haven't played Elden Ring, but I know the later Souls games tend to have enemies take a lot of hits. And like, it seemed like it was taking you forever to kill stuff. I don't know if that was just, like, your stats and your weapon, or if that's just how it is. Well, my main experience is with Dark Souls 1. That's the one I've mainly played. I've streamed it a couple times too. And if you build yourself right, you can basically 1- to 2-shot most of the bosses. And like, you don't even have to work very hard to do that either. You know, it's not until like the last few bosses that you have to actually like pay attention, basically. Like, I think with the build I usually use in Dark Souls 1, 4 Kings is kind of resistant to it, so that I have to switch up tactics, but like... So you have to gain the level up ability, you don't just like know how to level up right away. You have to like, someone has to tell you, hey, level up, idiot. I never got Elden Ring because I'm pretty sure my computer won't be able to handle it. I definitely need to get an upgrade, but then I'll be like in Windows 11 hell unless I somehow keep using the same install or something. I'm not really prepared to go into Windows 11 hell at this point. Like, I have 10 Pro. Like, I have Pros, and like, I know that any like 11 I get would be like the basic version. So I'd have to like somehow link it to this one anyway, and then just upgrade to this from this one if I wanted to, which I don't. Weren't they talking about like putting ads into File Explorer in 11? Or something absolutely ridiculous? That does not sound like a time that I want. Like that. Ugh, that's awful. Because that means it would always be like connected to some website and just like insert malware straight into your PC with this one neat trick. Just open your file browser and get fucked. Oh, do they? Why do they think they need ad revenue? Like, I know they make plenty of money off of, like, Visual Studio and stuff. They don't need ad revenue. .3.1, God. I do remember Windows 3.1. I had that as a kid. It was just like a DOS shell, basically. Of course, 95 was basically a DOS shell too, but at least it acted less like it was less blatant about it. God, the buttons were so big. Like, the main thing I remember about 3.1 was just how big all the buttons were. Like, every button was like a quarter of the screen. Yeah, that is the thing. It's like... That's... Like, it's... so outrageous. Yeah, that's basically how Netflix shot themselves in the foot, is they were like, we need to keep growing, and it's like, but you own 90% of the market share, and they're like, we need to keep growing. And then they made many bad decisions. I'm 4. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Remember last time I was here and I was having to use gold needles on everything? That was great. Okay. Galuf has the skill that matters. So we have discovered today, by the way, that none of the skills from Geomancer actually gives out their magic stat. So you have to have blue. So the only way I can get a good magic stat right now is to use blue. What do you need to be? Are you a blue mage? Yeah, you're a blue mage. Wherever the hell that went. I think you've got everything you're supposed to have. No, no dancing. Oh god, back attack. Back attack against the super group. It's fine. That's another thing I remember with the Pixel Master version 2 is when you use level 5 death on them, it still did on them like one at a time. And it took forever. Chirahadori. Isn't that the skill where, like, it sometimes insta-kills something when it feels like it? What is that? Catch and stop enemy attacks. Is that cover, basically? What is that? I don't actually know what that does. I think I've only had Samurai once before, and that was on my Oops All Melee run. Shirahadori, FF5, what does that do? Also known as Sword Grab. Support ability provides a 25% chance to evade a physical hit before the hit rate and evasion counter even begins. Okay. Oh, it's innate to Samurai. I don't have to equip it. Okay. I see. So that's why the Samurai, like, dodges all the damn time. It's 25% chance to evade, and then after that it rolls all the evasion stats normally. It looks like, hey Constantine. On the other hand, it was a hilarious blurry skull, so it's impossible to tell if it's good or bad. It's true. Yeah, Squeenix has been making some interesting decisions lately, and I say interesting in the most neutral manner I can muster. Interesting in that it's bad. Bad in every way you could imagine. Yeah, I don't... See, I guess I haven't really been privy to that, because, like... Yeah, like, I just know Square did stuff, but I don't know, like, what exactly they were doing. And, like, I didn't even know about Enix until much after they merged. Like, I'd never heard of Dragon Quest or anything until, like, you know, basically around when 11 came out, actually. Like, I just was not familiar with Enix products. I don't even know what else they did. Oh, they did Star Ocean. I never played that. There's a Dragon Warriors monster, Fiesta. That does sound kind of intense. I have no... You know what? I don't actually know why I'm down here grinding, except for money, I guess. Because I don't need anything. I don't need job levels. Like, everyone's where they need to be. Like, Berserker has blue now, so he has a magic stat. That was, like, the only thing I needed. Everyone else has access to Gaia or blue magic. I think they actually all have access to both. Yeah, so everyone's done. Everyone's done leveling. I don't give a shit anymore. Like, it's just money at this point. There might already be one, but yeah, why not invent it if it's not already there? So max out on those. I need some more of those. And by that I mean I need any at all. Let's load up on some of this junk. I probably could use some of that just in case. Let's get like 3 of those. And I don't care about any of these other things. Need mithril swords. Just with this empty space. What's going on over here? Oh, they did Illusion of Gaia. Did I play Illusion of Gaia? Soul Blazer and Illusion of Gaia sound familiar. They'll sound like something I played a very long time ago. Let me look them up. Let me look. Okay. Don't think I played Soul Blazer. What about Illusion of Gaia? Illusion of Gaia, okay, yeah, Illusion of Gaia was the one where you went to like the weird portal things and changed who you were with the statues. I did play that. I never finished it though. God, I would never want to do a Realm Reborn again. Yeah, if for some reason I had to do it again, I would buy the story boost. I would just skip it. What do you got for me? I've already got everything here, it looks like. I guess they have the same... Wait, why don't you have the golden helmet up there, Galuf? What do you got on instead? Why do you have a plumed hat on? Jerk. What are you doing? I don't need magic. I mean, AR was so bad that made Midas not want to play it anymore. Like, he just quit, and I'm very sad about that. Bart's is sad. Or a Woots, rather. Ah, it's just a harp. Hey, can I sell this harp? No, not to you. Not from this location. Yeah, but he just doesn't care. He doesn't want to go back to it. I mean, to be fair, like, everything about signing up for it, or like, for the demo and everything was all just a huge pain in the ass. Where'd that harp go? There it is. I don't need this crap anymore either. Like, I had to... Here's the thing. So, it wouldn't let him sign up for the trial from where he lived. And it wouldn't let me sign up for the trial either on my ISP. I had to confirm the trial on my phone, on my data specifically, in order to make it activate his trial account. It was just absolutely outrageous. I really need to sell some stuff. Who should be wearing this golden armor? I sold stuff, but there's more to sell, but I can't be bothered. Alright, time to leave. Yes, let's leave. We have nothing more here to do. You know what time it is. It's time for bad faces. Well, that's just rude. That's all I'm going to say. That's just rude. Anyway, let us take some health from you. Thank you. Anyway. Yeah, it's funny how that happens. Too bad 5th job would have been bad this time. Like, 5th job could have been... Like, I've been tempted to do 5th job sometimes, but, like, I would have lost Samurai if I did 5th job. And what would I have gotten instead? You know, like, I would have gotten something stupid. I only know if you can do 5th job with 375, but... I'll have to walk further in. Yeah, I guess it could have been Chemist. They're back. Is here to bother us forever. The horrible faces. Friends of X Death. You know, he just threw a 60-year-old man against the wall, which is really rude. One might say. Well, now we're going to kill Calgary, yeah. He pinched our ass one too many times, and we just murdered him. 3 times. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Oh my god. Or my dad, like, made a song out of the time that, Bush said, like, when he was like, there's an old saying in Texas, it's like, fool me once, shame on you. The fool me can't get fooled again. And it's just like, my dad made a whole ass, like, remix song out of just that phrase. Because he thought it was so hilarious. Dorgan, do you want to seal this thing in this tree inside of a tree, inside of a forest, inside of another tree? Wow! Ooh, that flashing. I forgot about that flashing. Bye. Wow, that's... huh. How do people get sick and die when Asuna exists? Like, I guess Asuna only applies to, like, cough, cough. I guess Asuna only applies to, like, magically afflicted afflictions. I don't know. Out of the way. Oof. Time for the strange man. I always love making him come out. The strange man in a well. Yeah, I think these guys will still have nothing I give a shit about. Oh wait, twist headband. And a power sash. A hot diggity dog. This is a bunch of crap. It's true, you can't cure old. Well, you can. You can stop old. You can stop old with death. Does that count? Right, poison rods. I'm gonna buy like 5 of those. No one can wear that. No one cares about this. No one cares about these. Care about that. I have thieves' gloves for some reason. Wizard's hat. Alright. Oops. Seems good. Yeah. Alright, it's time for my favorite thing to do that you can't do in Pixel Master, which makes Pixel Master crap. Along with all the other reasons it's crap. Thank you for the song. Time for them to go sending off on their way. Nope, nope. You need to go this way. Yes. Off you go. Where you'll stop. Only I know. Oh no. Ah, damn. I didn't get there on there fast enough. I got stuck on something. You can send him all the way over. But he got pretty far. We did good. Let's see, do I want to try and do Drakenvale today? I don't think I do. I think we're going to call it here. But next time we will do Drakenvale. Next time we will save the Drake. Once again, they always need saving, much like the economy. But yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. I should see y'all again tomorrow for more of this. Y'all have a wonderful evening.